What's going on, guys, and welcome back. Gladiator is Snap's newest card. He was once deemed the most exciting card of this month, but as of recent, kind of determined garbage by seemingly everybody. Today, let's go ahead and answer, is Gladiator worth adding to your collection? And what are my favorite decks to slot him into, as well as my first impressions. Now, does he have great stats? Yes. Is he fun to play? You bet. I actually think he's a ton of fun to play, so that's another yes. Does he have good animations? Chef's kiss. If he destroys a card, it looks great, and if he doesn't, he just cusses them out, which I think is hilarious. But is he needed? No. Now, Gladiator is a 3/7 with an on reveal that pulls a card from your opponent's deck. It's going to add it to the location you played Gladiator on. Not play the card, but add it is the key word. Now, if Gladiator does manage to beat the power of said card, he's going to destroy it. However, guys, this is after an on-reveal ability has triggered. Let's take Black Panther, for example. If you pull him down, you don't destroy him because he goes up to 8 power. Same for something like Devil Dinosaur or Darkhawk. They're ongoing, so it would work the same. So obviously, guys, this is a card with a lot of pros, but he does have some cons. Let's start with the pros. First of all, he gives you great information, kind of like Yondu if you're in Conquest, if you're up in Ladder. It helps you determine what you're facing a little bit quicker. On top of that, this can be the worst part too, but he can ruin combos. If you get rid of a Wong, Sarah, your opponent's deck, for the most part, they're done. You have a good chance to win that battle. But also, probably my favorite part is giving you confidence. If you destroy Shang-Chi, obviously you're going to play a lot different. If you destroy a Jeff against a control deck, an Eliath, it's going to be great, obviously, right? In Eliath's case, they both die, but you get the point. Gives you confidence moving forward, because he can beat a lot of cards with the huge, not to be laughed at 37 stat line. On top of that, he's going to work good in Destroy with Knull and Death, and he can help clog your opponent's lane. But now the cons. Now, there's not many of them, but the ones that are there are pretty brutal. First of all, guys, huge risk versus reward. In a game like Marvel Snap, it's all about consistency, knowing when to snap, and he's a card that you can't reliably snap with. You don't know what's about to happen. In times where I would snap, I would pull out an Onslaught, only helping their deck that much more. He's not very plug and playable, and he can easily lose you the game. So there's a lot of pros. There's only some cons, but those cons are pretty damn brutal for a game like Marvel Snap. So, guys, should you unlock him? I don't think so. Unless you don't have Loki, I do not think he's worth the spotlight caches. I have him still around a 2-star rating after playing him a lot yesterday. He doesn't really make any decks better, and I think that's his biggest problem. He gives an alternative way to win, I'll give you that, and he did some awesome things while playtesting, and he might have a new niche deck coming out soon, but I just don't think he's worth the value that it takes to get him. Now, albeit, let's talk about some cards that are his best friends that he synergizes with, and I would say probably Shuri and Destroy and Surfer are going to be the 3 decks that he does work in. Again, Surfer already has great builds. Shuri could win definitely without him as well. But Destroy is today's deck, and I want to talk about how he works with Knull and Yondu, because this was by far probably my favorite interaction on how to use them. Clog kind of worked, but it was unreliable with Green Goblin, Titania. It just felt a little clunky. You can do it, it just wasn't my favorite. And then, of course, you can Cosmo him and things like that. And with all that being said, guys, if you do enjoy Destroy, I actually really liked how he played in the 2 decks that I featured today. The first one is going to be Terminator, and this is a deck full of win conditions, and Gladiator actually helps that out quite considerably. First up, guys, we're looking to win in traditional Destroy fashion with either Deadpool, Knull, and our Venom lanes. But now we have a card in Gladiator to not only help our Knull lane, but also cheapen our Death. This is great because Knull is big enough to win most of his lanes. If we pull a card that's bigger than Gladiator, no problem. We can easily continue to add huge power to said lane. And we now have Forge to help boost up our Deadpool and at the same time, the Gladiator. Nico does serve tons of purposes within the deck. If you don't have her, you can easily swap her out for Yondu. I love Yondu in the deck, and he does fit in quite nicely. Now, not too much to break down here other than usually play Gladiator in another lane than your Knull. Eat him up with your Venom if you want extra power. And there is some plug-and-play options. You can throw an Arnim Zola in this build. You can plug in other destroyed cards if you're missing anything here, with Wolverine probably the next most replaceable. Now, I know I kind of just talked bad on the card for a good amount there, but I gotta be honest, if you like Destroy, I do think this deck is pretty damn good. Now, there are other Destroy decks that do well. That's why he's not necessary here. but he does add a lot to our win conditions. Overall, guys, this deck is just like a ton of fun to play as you terminate and hunt their cards down with Gladiator, Yondu, as you build up your Knull. But we do have one more destroy deck. As you know, there's a couple ways to play the archetype now. I do prefer the first one way more, but we have to show the Nimrod Shuri Gladiator build. Now, as you guys know, Nimrod Shuri is already an incredible combo, and adding Gladiator to Shuri in the mix works just as well. We can now get our Knull up a couple of ways via Gladiator. Nimrod just fits right in with the Shuri build as well. Artem Zola to get all kinds of combinations with Nimrod, Knull, and for just whatever reason, people constantly underestimate the power and the complication of Nimrod on your side. By now, you guys probably know how to play the Nimrod version of the deck, but really straightforward. Hell, you can even play nothing in the first couple of turns, just playing Shuri down, followed by Nimrod, and then on turn 6, you have Venom and Carnage, or Venom and Deathlock to spread the Nimrod around. Overall, definitely a fun deck, and I'll be sure to show at least a couple of matches with it. So let's go ahead and see how Gladiator is into some battles. We're going to do it a bit different if you guys can't tell. Definitely sick and still under the weather, and I'm going to try to preserve my voice because tomorrow is Twitch drop, so hopefully I'll see you there. I'm probably still screwed, but either way, we're going to jump into a couple of battles with each of the decks so you guys can see how he works with the synergy of Destroy and why I like him a ton in that archetype. Let's jump in. All right, so let's go ahead and take you guys into a couple of battles here. Now, a couple things I wanted to say. First of all, love putting Zola in this deck as well with X23. You can really cook things up because this guy's already snapping, and with Sinister London, Destroy location, we're all here for it. We're not going to snap back. Let's go ahead and see the deck first. But this guy's most likely in for a pretty bad time. Let's get the X23 down. Double Forge is also something we could do. We're going to do the Double Forge into our Gladiator, though. And we could kill anything at that point which comes down, so that's going to be awesome. Probably going to snap on that, most likely. Let's get the Forge down now. And with the Forge play, probably just snap. Our ideal turn right here would be a Forge left side. In middle, we play a Gladiator that's worth 11, and then we have a Venom to eat all that up. Okay, so he goes Collector. We have Jotunheim down as well. Let's go ahead and ruin this guy's day. Get the giant Gladiator. You guys are going to see exactly, you know, the best time when to play him would be in a situation like now. And one thing I want you guys to understand is that if we pull a really good card, awesome. It's a big win. But it's a bigger loss if we pull a bad card, right? Like Yondu as well. Because then we thin their deck and they get their Loki a lot easier, which is probably what we're playing. Oh my gosh, could you imagine if that hit X23? All right, so that was not that great, obviously. What in the hell deck are we playing right now? We grabbed a Nico and that. What was Nico's power? Move to the right with Mirage. Okay, so that was... We didn't need that much firepower, but you know, all's good. I think what we'll do, guys, is we'll go 2 Deadpools, 2 Killmongers, open up a lot of space, get things cooking here. So as long as we don't... we can't really fill up anywhere anyway. Could really use Venom. But either way, Knull works too. We have so much energy going into this next turn. And at this point, too, just 2 Knulls would end it. Oh, there's the Venom. Exactly what we needed. Okay, so let's go... Let's go with this. This into this. Kill all these. These could land on here, but they could also land to the left. This is probably a very good play. We're only playing 3 energy, and we have 1 million to spend. But they're probably just going to double Loki. I mean, we have a pretty big lane to beat. If we're able to Venom into the middle... then we also get Atlantis' bonus, which is going to be nice. Okay, so I would say we're looking at a pretty good spot at the moment, guys. And there she blows. I mean, we could just go Knull, but I think we just go double Knull. We fill in this lane to make sure we lose it. Knull goes in here. And we're good to go, right? Guess we can do this too. Yeah, guys, this is probably unbeatable. Or, yeah, I don't think he can beat this. And imagine if we got our death as well. Yondu could have been nice there to beef things up a little bit more. Either way, though, taking out a Loki deck, if he would have Loki'd and taken our cards, then you know, we could have been in a bit of a pickle if he got the right ones. So is this Loki? Yeah. Fantastic. All right. So there's a good showcase of the deck, and definitely a lot of ways to win and get your Deadpool up. We'd even really kill our Deadpool. We ran tight on space because the Green Goblin could have had things get out of hand. But Knull, even with the negative stuff going on, can get to just crazy numbers and is his own win condition, and then obviously the usual Venom is as well. All right, next battle, guys, and we start with Hotel Inferno, which is an absolute incredible, amazing hand. Their location for the Knull deck. House of Bloodstone is dead. Well, that's a bummer. That could not have gone any worse. Okay, that's okay. We'll shake it off. All's good. We've got a Deadpool that we can cook up, and we can put Deadpool on Aunt May's, which is fantastic. Probably going to wait and see where the Deadpool goes first of all, but he is snapping. We're not going to play X-23 yet. Let's get the Deadpool moved over. Okay. An X Mansion. So this is, let's see what this is. After you play, move to your right. Don't need to do that yet. Let's go with this play. And now we have so much cooking for us. Nico can destroy a card. Nico can copy the Deadpool. We've got the Death that can do both those things as well. We've got a 12-power Deadpool turn 4. I'll take the odds all day. In fact, we'll snap. We lost our Knull, but that's okay. We didn't really need the draw compared to him, but we can definitely take it. Gladiator's interesting now. I think we go this into this. All right, so he can Knull us, which is obviously a problem. But I think we might be okay. Okay, so we have play your next card, destroy it, draw 2. That's obviously good. We have Killmonger as well to help us out. So I think we're going to go Nico. God, this is so fun. Nico into Deadpool. Into Gladiator. And then we'll hang on the next one. All right, so we cannot beat right lane. We know that. Let's just see what we slam down here. Oh, we can't pick it up? No. Oh, that's such a bummer, guys. What did we just pick up? No way, that was about to be the best play ever. Okay, that's okay. All right, I think we go Killmonger, Deadpool, Death, Yondu, GG. I'd be shocked if he can beat this. And he guessed wrong. So he was hoping for the Warpath. Interesting. What is this? Nico? I mean, I'll give him this. Not a terrible play for all things, considered here. But we're going to get ourselves the dubs. It was almost even crazier than that. But nice job. He stole the Knull. All went well, but pretty cool game to see how it kind of worked out. And with the Beast there, if he didn't have all those cards, that would have been an awesome Gladiator play of disruption. So another great way to play the deck, and Deadpool getting MVP yet again. All right, next game in, we start with Triskelion, so that's always fun. But as far as Destroy goes, man, I think we got pretty good cards between Bucky and Gambit. Kind of awesome. Okay, we got the Abby, and we got Yondu as our pull. So let's go and get Bucky Barnes down now. Maybe we get Deathlock next turn, get the Abby cooking. And then, yeah, honestly, I like what we have here. All right, kind of annoying we can't play that, but all good. Only 2 exactly, so we can't put Widow's Bite down right now, but this should be plenty fine. We'll go this left side. And let's get Yondu over here as well. Nice. There he is. All right, so we got Gladiator ready to go. Let's go Gladiator dead in the middle here. And then we could go Adam Warlock if we want some draw, because odds are we're going to have it. If we don't want to do that, we could go Carnage left side, which as far as having our death in our hand, probably going to be worth it overall. But turn 5, we can go Gambit and then Carnage. So it's all pretty tempting, but let's go with this first. So the win here is... All right, we got a Korg. That's fine. Yeah, I mean, he got what he was looking at, that Korg, but at least we got rid of it. So he goes Jean Grey, sacrifices his extra energy. Okay. Interesting. Now, this is tempting, but we could screw ourselves so badly here. Like, so badly. We don't get the Knull. I think it's worth it. Our Knull's only 9 right now, so why not? Let's do it. We got to snap on that. Oh, he's out of here. Victory. All right, so we have Big House. We have Forge ready to go. Carnage is good, too. Not a bad opening hand. We just need some of our win condition cards here. Collapse Mind is obviously very good, although we don't have our death yet. This will be the turn that we go and skip. And not a better opening here for us to get things started out. He is going to snap. That's completely fine. We're going to go Forge into Deadpool, and then we can play Yondu over here on the left side. Odds are he's playing Destroy too, I guess, and even with that, we're still pretty good. Oh, he goes Mobius. Interesting. So the death isn't as useful, but we can still make it work. We killed the Surfer, which is one of his win condition cards. Death is now virtually useless. Oh, snap. Let's go, and we're going to Deathlock here. Then Deadpool Venom next turn. So he plays Gladiator for stats. We're okay with that. We're going to go and play... I'm trying to think if we want to go Venom or not. If we did Deadpool, X23, Carnage. I don't hate this, because it gives us 2 strong lanes. Yeah, this is fine. Okay, he goes Cosmo, Luke Cage. Let's go, baby. I was hoping it was that Knull. All right, so we can Knull down here. We can play Deadpool there. We're winning all 3 lanes. Probably going to win this. Most likely, I'd be shocked if we didn't, but You know, we don't have priority for the Killmonger that he could use on a Surfer deck. We got rid of the Surfer. He could play like a Maximus in the middle, but I still think we're okay there. He does play the perfect lanes, All right, we're good to go. All right, good stuff there, guys. Got the Knull big time. Got the 20 there. Took down for an 8-cuber a Surfer deck. Victory. And in that specific battle, you know, Gladiator was not used, but you definitely see how the deck works with and without him, and see how Knull gets bigger without doing Gladiator as well. So good W overall there. All right, now we're going to go ahead and use the Nimrod version of the deck to show you how this one works. And I got to say, this one's a lot of fun. I've been more successful with the other one, but this one always gets people by surprise, at least in my testing. So Abby is usually not bad right now. Super awkward. Don't have any cheap drops. They're all sitting in our deck there. But I tell you what, I'm telling you guys, you don't even really have to play a card until a Shuri into Nimrod. But we don't have any of those right now, so we'll see how this works out. All right, so we have our Gladiator now. We're definitely going to play that into the Angela lane because either way, we're good with it, right? If it ends up pulling a card too big, it can clog the lane. Odds are, though, this is a cheap kind of deck. So Gladiator is probably going to get value no matter what. It's a perfect example. Well, it was the Kitty Pryde, so maybe not perfect, but... Okay. Kill the Khazar, not bad. So, very awkward here. There's not a whole lot that we want to do. I mean, we could play Deathlock here. I think that's fine, because we have Venom and Carnage as well. I don't love any of this, but we could start here. All right, so the good news is we can simply just play Nimrod over here and just get the +2 for free on him, which is obviously super nice for us. And then we can do either Arnim Zola on the Nimrod. We can do Carnage Venom. It's probably our best play.
All systems go.
Yeah, that's gonna be our best chance to win. We push it to left and middle, and just we're stacking a good amount of power here.
I am Iron Man.
Not bad. Not bad, guys. That's definitely going to be not the easiest thing to win against. Now, lucky the Carnage on the right side is what really helped us out here. Because we were one short on the left side. But I'm telling you, people just don't know how to win against the Nimrod version. So it's right up there with the Deadpool one, just because it's not the Destroy that's played by everybody. All right, now we're going to try the version with Wave in the deck rather than Yondu. Being able to ramp out our big cards a little bit earlier is kind of cool. Want to see how that all works out, right? So we have Carnage to eat himself multiple times. Never a bad idea. But my God, Gladiator on Bar Sinister is too cool to pass up. So I'm glad we got it here. And we get the Bifrost. All right, we're going to snap. Widow's Bite. Gladiator. He does have priority, so this could be Green Goblin, which would be pretty bad. Hopefully he doesn't have that. If he does, then, well, it is what it is. He doesn't. He's got Hood and the Viper. Dude, check this. This is going to be great, guys. All right, here we go. Spider-Woman, we don't kill. Does this copy a bunch of 6s now? Oh, my gosh. Debris dies. I mean, sure. dies. Wow, that was pretty good. All things said and done, I think that was obviously pretty good. Even better. Okay, all right. So, and we have 24 to go mid. Now, obviously, we need to eat this side up. Man, because everything moves, right? So if we did this, this would move. So we got to eat this side up now. So just playing Carnage is going to be the play. Okay. So we're doing pretty good here. Shuri. All right, we got Shuri. We have Nimrod now. I don't hate the Nimrod now. There's a chance we won't be able to kill it, though. Maybe we just play Nimrod over here. Now, let's go Nimrod left side. I think Nimrod left side's fine. Oh my gosh. What in the absolute hell? Okay. After you play a card, destroy it. So this gets me 4. This would give me 1 over there. I mean, we got to full ship this. At this point, we got to see what happens, guys. This is too wild, especially because we just waved to kind of help this guy out. Because that means he could Alioth right side and then play a 2-drop left side. But we've killed a good amount of his cards. Yo, he won. Not even mad about it. I'm not even mad. I definitely should have left. Obviously, top decking Nico was terrible. But God, if we would have gotten Death, we would have won. If we would have gotten Arnim Zola would have been close. And either of these two, we would have won too. So, you know, I'll take that all day. We could have won, should have won. Bar Sinister was sick. This was chaotic. But with that, guys, we have to try again because that can't be the only game we do with Wave. Let's go and go Nico out first. Destroy a card. Always love that. She's got the same Nico, same spell. That was a big turn by him. Good God. Bar with no name is a little tricky. Okay. So the Pro X could come out now. We gotta look out for that. Oh my God, Valley of the Hand's insane. We don't want to use Gladiator right now then. I think we just go... I think we go Nimrod left side. He could just Pro X though. Okay. All right, I think he's going to Pro X, guys, but let's go ahead and get Venom out now. Yo, Valley of the Hand's about to go insane here. Wait, what does that one do? Wait. Okay, so this destroys a card and gives me 2. Oh my God. All right. What? So this is not awful, I guess. That's fine if it destroys that. We could snap now, but I want to see this play out. I think this has got to be enough to win. Wow. Absolute insane.
I am inevitable.
No, you ain't. It's in-game. It's over. All right, cool. Well, definitely a chaotic deck, as my voice gives. So this will be our last one here. I think the Nimrod version is a lot of fun. I think you have the element of surprise. That's the biggest thing going for it. But definitely I would use the other one. But there is a cheeky Nimrod build I have not shown off yet. It just didn't have to go with Gladiator, but that'll be for another video. So be on the lookout for like a Nimrod thumbnail. All right, guys, that's going to be it for today's video. Again, if you like Destroy and you already have some of these other cards and you can afford it, a Gladiator is a cool addition to the archetype. But if you don't want to get him, if you already have Loki, he's an easy miss. He's an easy pass. That being said, though, if you had to get Loki and you pull Gladiator, I think the card does have potential down the line, and who knows, maybe he even gets a small buff. I want to thank you guys for persevering through my terrible voice, and I'll see you guys on Twitch drops tomorrow for the free variants and credits and all that good stuff. I'll put it down in the description below. If you haven't subscribed, it would mean a ton as we're climbing up and getting ourselves closer to 120K. And until the next one, guys, happy snapping. Good luck out there.